Hola Internet, soy Polar, el oso polar, y esta es the Microbear Gourmet. And today we are trying a delicious Mexican TV dinner, big one, over 1 pound. You can see there, beef enchilada by El Charrito. And I actually got this at Wal Mart for $2, which over a pound of food for $2 is kind of hard to argue with. So they're getting a point off the bat for that because that's awesome. If you see, it includes 4 beef enchiladas, Spanish rice, refried beans, and a special salsa, which I am interested to try. Let's see. I know beans was frijoles, and cheese was queso. I don't remember what rice was off the top of my head. I'll have to look that up at some point. But hopefully you enjoyed my intro. That was as much as I could remember from taking a year of Spanish. Um, and let me. I think it's yeah okay. It's not hot. It's still warm, but it's not hot, which is good. That is a look at that thing. Look at the size of that meal. And oh, I think Mexican food is my favorite ethnic cuisine of any kind. Like I like Chinese food. I've recently discovered I really like Thai food. Um, but there's just something about Mexican food, like the blend of like meat and cheese, and I really like it. Um, so this may be looking at a pretty favorable view on that, but I've had awful quality Mexican food too, so there's no telling entirely until we bite in. Let's get some. I'm gonna do this kind of individually. Get a little rice, get a little beans, and I will try their salsa as well, even though I'm sure it's not hot enough for my taste because I'm a crazy person. Mm. I have nothing to say on their Spanish rice at all. It's very average. Mm. Those refried beans are actually pretty good though. Thumbs up on those. Let me get a salsa. A little bit of. Smells just like a very basic kind of mild tomato salsa. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, that wow. That has got a huge kick to it. Like that makes me happy, but I think uh, I think most members of the public would want to know that that's that hot. Like there should be a thing on here that says like warning hot salsa, because I think most people would take one bite of that and be like, not eating the rest of this, or at least not the salsa. I guess the rest of it's fine as long as you don't get the salsa on there. Um, so yeah, they get a thumbs up on the salsa as well. Let me let me get a good. I want to get like a cross section of the enchilada in the middle, so I get the cheese and the sauce, everything. And there, that's what that looks like. You see the beef in there, a little bit of cheese sprinkled on top. Smells great. Mm. That's a really, oh man, yeah, that's actually, that's almost, I will say it's less like eating a enchilada and more like eating kind of a tamale, because I think that's supposed to be, I don't know if that's a corn tortilla or not, but whatever kind of tortilla that is has kind of taken on that crumbly sort of quality that you get with a good tamale shell. And it tastes like that too. It has the taste of a good tamale shell, mixed it, which may also have something to do with the spices, whatever it is they put in the beef. And that is pleasantly surprising. That's actually, I mean, if it weren't for the fact that rice is so bland, I mean, the rice and the beans are good, but they're not awesome. They're like slightly above average refried beans, and basically any of these kind of Mexican food combo dinners you'll get will have Spanish rice, beans, usually a dessert, and then the main entree. And they vary in quality, but like I don't think I rarely have one that's like, oh wow, that's amazing, because it's just plain Spanish rice, excuse me, maybe a little bit of seasoning, and some refried beans. With again maybe a little bit of seasoning, but usually not enough seasoning to where I'm like, oh that's amazing, or oh that's really bad. So not really getting any points so much on the rice or the beans, but that kind of tamale enchilada, whatever it is really tasty. Looking forward to eating the rest of that. That salsa is awesome. The taste is okay. It's a I mean, it's not again, the taste itself isn't awesome. The taste is good, and what bumps it up to an awesome for me is a combination of a good taste and a nice heat level that it burns your tongue and your mouth aggressively for a short period and then dies down, which is I like that in a salsa. I don't like the kind of heat to linger for too long, because then you're just like, oh man, I'm miserable now, I need milk, whatever. So that's no good. But I like high heat. I just like it to go away after like I'm done eating. So that's a pretty excellent salsa for that. That was the El Charrito. I tossed the box over there out of my reach. But it's the El Charrito, which means little cowboy. Beef enchilada dinner grande. It's over 1 pound of food. I got that from Wal Mart, again, for $2, which that's going to factor into the final rating as well, because this is a lot of food for $2. It really is. Like that's more than a meal for that amount of money. So just want to make sure my fork isn't going anywhere. Okay, it seems stable. So for awesome enchilada, awesome salsa, and awesome cost, I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10 for the El Charrito beef enchilada dinner grande. And yeah, I highly recommend, if you have a Walmart near you, to look for that. Or I assume they sell them in places other than Walmart, because I don't think it's like a Walmart store brand. I think it's just something that they picked up. So even if you're not in Walmart, if you're in kind of the frozen food aisles and you see those, definitely pick one up, because they're pretty awesome. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Microbear Gourmet, and I hope to see you guys again very, very soon.